Hello and welcome to the Instaronpa podcast. My name is Jet or Reiko. That's my cat.
Oh, I was interrupted. I'm Nicky.
Hello, I am Gregg.
I'm Apollo, and today we are joined by
Bingus! Or just Bing.
And Jet's cat. But most importantly, Jet's cat.
Hey,
Jet
Sussy,
show
who's your
cat.
favorite character in Danganron?
Wait, are you doing questions already?
No, I was
No.
asking Jet's cat.
Wait, who is
If
it?
I had to guess, it'd probably be Pearl for the cat.
That's funny.
Answer the question. If you won't answer the question. Ow.
Get it? Because cat.
There it is.
So, Bing, for those of you, or for those people who were listening,
Whacked me in
who
my
don't.
face.
People who don't know what Ronpa is, what's the name of it? What's it about? Tell us, please.
All right, so the Rampa I run is called Danganron. Danganronpa Pocket Monsters. Danganron, yeah, that one.
Ooh.
It's like a Rampa. It's like a Danganronpa, but instead of normal people, there's Pokemon people or people who look like Pokemon.
Hog.
Yeah,
Really epic.
special.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Jeez.
Well, do you want to go ahead and jump into questions then?
Might as well. We're gonna be here for a while.
Okay. Anyways, who wants to ask the first question?
Ow.
You mean the first one?
Yes.
The
Because
what?
it's not really a question. It
I'm a
seems
little
more
scared.
like
If
a
I-
request.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Let's do the first request and then the
It
first
better not
question.
be.
You don't have to, but it just basically says if Bing doesn't sing Be Our Guest, then I'm revolting.
That's from
no.
From
What I
Dong
just
and
say,
Inner
I'm
Chaos.
shy.
Be Our Guest. Be Our
Do you at least, or can you at
Hello.
least do like the lead up into the song?
No,
That's fair.
I don't want to. I'm scared.
No, that's
Also, I
entirely
feel like
fair.
I'll silently be judged by Jet,
What?
and
Why?
honestly, that's terrifying. So
Why would I ever judge you?
I don't know. I feel like you would though.
But I won't. I'm not mean. Okay, I'm kind of mean, but I'm not that mean.
Okay, well, point is, I'm nervous. Can we go to the next question?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Valid. Okay.
Be Our Guest.
I'll take
Yep.
it. This one's from Wolfronpa, and it's who was the hardest character to write?
I get this question a lot, and my answer actually changes way more often than I'd like to admit. If we're gonna go by right now just making their whole arc going about, I'm gonna say either Apollo or Juno. Apollo because I had something I wanted to pull off, and I was just worried that one slip and it would just collapse entirely. The antagonist redemption arcs are extremely difficult. Wait, I should probably put a spoiler warning. Antagonist redemption arcs are really hard to pull off correctly. Now, Juno, on the other hand, was hard just because I didn't exactly know where I wanted to go with him at first. He was just kind of thrown in there because I had a quota to fill. I had like an idea of his character, but not how to like go with him. So he ended up kind of being pretty messy as a character. But I wouldn't say he's my worst written character. I think he's alright, just not as good as I wish he was.
Mhm.
Now, if we're going by dialogue, a lot more characters fit this category. Sentry would probably be up there since he doesn't have much of like a dialogue sort of way. He doesn't have much of a dialogue. Because like some of them, like Fliggy and Pearl, they're pretty swear heavy. So it's like, okay, sorry if I'm pausing. I feel like someone's calling my name, but they're pretty
It's cool.
swear heavy. Some people I have to give like fancier words, like Cirillo. some of them are like they have more ellipses or more exclamation points, but Sentry doesn't have that. It's just very basic language that just kind of and hard for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sentry really said, "Hello, Mario." Oh, geez.
Hello, Mario. Hello, Maria.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Maria.
Hello, Maria.
The cat joined in.
All right, what's next?
Murder. Anyways.
What?
Oh,
Okay.
Hold on.
we are in Doronpa.
That's murder, yeah. Isn't that what we do in Ronpas? Is they murder each other?
Yeah.
All right, who wants to be the victim?
Not
Me.
me.
Come here.
Me, I want to be the victim.
I thought you said
No.
Lumiere for a second.
No.
It always goes back.
I swear, I can't go a single conversation without someone
It's a
bringing
tale
it
as
up.
old as time.
My life is misery at this point.
Oh god, wait, is the laptop not plugged in here? Hiba.
Anyways, next question.
Next
Yeah.
question.
Who's asking?
Not me, I want
Good question.
Here, I'll ask it. I'll ask another one. I don't count that first one as an actual question. Oh, were there any Pokemon you considered? Were there any Pokemon you considered using for the Killing Game or epilogue that you decided to cut?
I won't speak about the epilogue, but some of them did exist. As for the main one, I cut out a Meloetta character. She actually was almost there, but I dropped her last minute in favor for Whim. There was a Mianxiao character who eventually got turned into Yukio. The Mianxiao got replaced with Faust. Just a reminder, his name is pronounced Faust, not Faust, or whatever you say. And then the third one was a Lycanroc in the Midnight form. That was dropped extremely early on. That, like, eventually, got dropped very early on. Didn't have much of a personality or, like, a death order set up, but they eventually got replaced by Lily. So.
Good choice. I like Lily a lot.
Cool. I wish
Luigi.
I wish I could have done more with the character. I'm not a fan of how she was written, but at least like I don't hate it. She at least had a bit more personality.
And she
Valid.
got funny Luigi Mansion reference.
Luigi Mansion.
Hi, I'm Luigi.
Hi,
Hello,
I'm Luigi.
I'm Lily.
And
Hi, I'm Lily.
Oh god, what if Lily talks like Luigi in that ad?
Hello, I'm
Just
Lily.
comes up.
That would actually be kind of funny.
Lily Ouija.
Luigi.
Luigi. We had a
Luigi.
Luigi emote in the old server. I think I have it. There you go.
Luigi.
Oh, I remember
I think
that one.
Tofu made that actually.
Oh my lord, Tofu.
oh my
Wait.
god. Wait, what are we talking about? I found out.
Luigi.
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 Yeah.
Bet. Can I say the next question because it's from Toshi?
Let's go.
Yes.
Bet. Okay, so Toshi asked, how did you decide the Pokemon you were gonna use for your Ronpa?
All of them were just my favorite Pokemon of each type. Thanks, Jet's cat. I actually wanted to put either a Purloin or Lightbird, I think it's how you pronounce it, character for instead of Zoro, because I actually liked it a lot thanks to my Pokemon Sword playthrough. But I eventually dropped it because I actually really liked Zoroark in comparison. But I also needed a mono character, so I chose Purloin for that, and that's how Pearl came into existence.
Yay.
Pearl was extremely fun to write, by the way. She still is. But it's
Is it just because she says funny swear?
Yeah, she does, because it's just how I normally type, and it's easy for me.
Me.
Paulo, take the next question.
Polo, it's your turn.
I was waiting for my laptop. Okay.
Funny
Were
answer,
you
Mom.
fuck, I can't read. Were you always intending to switch to monomorph? If not, why did you decide to from user script.flip?
Alright, Monomoth was an extremely late addition. Like, I'm talking, she was in the middle of the story before I decided, hey, this is actually something I needed to do. I wanted Pearl to sort of go from being the mono character to being a supporter of the students, but I realized that she couldn't just suddenly drop out and not have a replacement because then the whole thing would fall apart. I mentioned talking about, oh dang it, Achilles just sent a Mimi. I'll be right back.
Damn it, Achilles.
Okay, I'm back. She was an extremely late addition because I didn't actually think of the consequences that Pearl leaving her status would have, and I needed a replacement. Knowing what I already know about the Mastermind, the capacity to create Monomoth was completely within reason. And I chose Frostmoth because I really like Frostmoth, and I was really sad I didn't have a place to put them. Because by that time, the extended epilogue characters had pretty much been fleshed out, except for one, and that's Apollo's favorite.
Oh.
Apollo Polo.
Pogsworth?
Honeymoth Arson Man.
Pogsworth?
Pogsworth? No, not Pogsworth.
Damn it.
Someone else.
Someone else.
Because I didn't have room for the Frostmoth, and I was really sad because I wanted to have one. Because that wasn't just me. So I ended up choosing Frostmoth for that to be the replacement. And that's how Monomoth came to existence. She's fun to write, but she isn't easy per se. She doesn't come naturally like Pearl does.
You can't just take out all your hatred on your entire server and just funnel it into a character anymore.
What I do with my mono characters, both Monomoth's kind of the more passive aggressive type thing, while Pearl's just outright cussing them out. But I probably shouldn't say that publicly.
Okay, wait. This is not a question on the doc. This is just a question I just came up with. Would Pearl insult me while I ate a pudding cup at 3 a.m.? Like, would she just, like, sit in a corner of my room and just hurl at me while I did that?
I'm kind of speechless from that, first of all. But I'm gonna say a maybe. She doesn't seem too much creepy as she does, like, she probably does knock over all your stuff while you're asleep. Like a cat.
So, like, any
Like
cat.
a cat?
Cat!
Oh, why are you quiet now? There we go.
Perfect comedic timing moment, and you fucked it up.
Not my fault. She decides when she wants to make noise. I do
That
not
happens.
control the cat,
But you can.
but I
You
can't.
can try.
There we go.
Let's go.
Alright, what's next?
That's a good question, but this is an even better one.
Questions.
I'll ask it. How did you think people would react to Sentry surviving his execution from Danganronpa Afterlife?
Wait, do you mean like
Spoilers.
how I think the people in the afterlife would have reacted, or how the fandom would have reacted?
I'm
Audience.
assuming that they meant like the
Fandom.
fandom, the readers.
Alright, so the fandom, how will I expect them to react? I was expecting, first of all, Shock was going to be the biggest one because Sentry didn't have a lot of fans before his revival. Afterwards, he suddenly skyrocketed in popularity since he actually got more of a personality.
Conch.
Yeah, thanks, Conch.
Conch.
Conch. I wasn't sure how people were going to react because he seemed like a fairly random choice. Since, like, anyone else could have been there and whatnot. I was expecting most people to surprise. I wasn't expecting anger or like, any sort of, like, malice or something. Was I expecting happiness? Maybe a little bit, because I know that some people felt bad for Sentry. And then, because this whole thing was like, I want a second chance, and then he got it. So I think that was cool.
And then he. Spoilers.
Then Faust existed, and that all fell apart.
Sobs.
You're saying oh god in the back. Okay,
I
anyways.
still haven't read that chapter. I think that's a problem.
Uh-oh.
I just never read chapter 5. I just hopped directly into chapter 6 for some reason.
Oh, I just got sad. Oh yes, chapter 5, the controversy chapter.
Uh-oh.
Looks so...
Well, I don't know.
Pretty terrible characters, Bing.
Pretty terrible character.
Wow, pretty terrible character. Wait, that was
Okay.
Was that chapter 5?
I don't remember.
I think it was. Was it
I
chapter?
It was
mean,
either chapter 5 or chapter 6, and that was when.
Sounds right.
I think it was
think it was
chapter 5. I feel like I remember.
That
I don't know
sounds
actually. Now that I think about it.
Right. It sounds right.
Wow.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Wow, pretty terrible character.
So to kind of circle back to something you had said you didn't expect like anger or malice. Did you get that after Century was revealed to be?
Not really.
Didn't?
I wasn't expecting it. I didn't really get any.
Mhm.
Not that I didn't really get any at all. I don't think people were mad about him coming back. Maybe they were like surprised, like why him? Because really, he kind of made the most sense as his execution had the static at the end. Meanwhile, Wim just exploded. Kaboom!
Kaboom, Brett. Oh my
And
God,
we just saw the bodies of the people. I suppose like they could have been robots or something, but there would not be enough time for any of them to like come back within that. There would just be not enough time to sort of remake them.
Mm-hmm.
So Sentry just kind of made the most sense, and I don't think people were too alarmed by it. I don't think they were angry. I hope they weren't anyways.
I was downright absolutely livid. That's a joke.
I made a discourse account specifically for that one moment.
This trap for Danganronpa.
Danganronpa has pretty terrible characters and I don't know anymore.
What was something? Oh wait, I forgot. How have we gone this far in the chat without bringing up? Faust is not the culprit.
No,
He is.
It's back.
Faust is
Oh,
the
it's back.
culprit.
This is driving me nuts.
He is not covering for anyone.
All right, what's next?
So
Why
no,
are you quiet?
what's next is Bing. Can you recite the entire Faust is not the culprit copy pop?
It's
Okay,
Faust
maybe
is
this
the
is a
culprit.
maybe because my memory is absolutely terrible. But all right, let's try. Faust is not the culprit. He's not sticking up for anyone. He's not defending anyone. You will learn why he did the things he did. You will learn why he's acting the way he is. I'd normally let this all unfold on its own, but this is driving me nuts. Faust is the culprit.
Yay.
Yay.
Except you
Now
messed up
we
the
can move
beginning
on.
because you said
That'd be
Faust
such
is
a-
not the culprit at the
It'd be a
beginning.
great monologue
I
to
always say he's
have
not the culprit in the beginning, and I don't know why. I have a habit of just mixing up my words. And it's bad because sometimes I'll say tie your neck around your napkin. And that's not good.
Tie your neck
Anyways.
around your napkin, and we'll provide
Oh.
the rest. Tie your neck
Anyways,
around
continuing.
your neck, Cherie, and we'll provide the rest.
We're gonna get
Oh.
copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
Oh, please, Disney will deal with
This is
it.
Where'd
They're
the
a
question
big
go?
company, and we're like 6
Company?
teenagers. They'll deal with it.
We'll
Six
screech
teenagers
at
and
them.
then Nana, who is an adult.
Next
Side
question. This is a bit of a funky one, I must say. What do you think of the Danganronpa Discord server?
I
If
was
you don't
really
want to
hoping
answer
I
it, that's cool. You
No,
don't. We can
you know
cut
what?
it out.
I will answer it.
Okay.
I will answer it. It's a mixed bag. I really appreciate the Discord for helping bring people together and helping me meet some of my best friends of all time, and even my current girlfriend. And it's really, I can't deny the fact that it's done so much good for like bringing people together, like I said, making friends and whatnot, and helping people get closer who also happen to like Danganronpa. However, that's not to say it's perfect at all, because there are a lot of people who just kind of make me. There's always been bad people, there hasn't always been a bunch of how do I say this without name dropping? There hasn't always been a bunch of aluminums, we'll say, and whatnot.
Oh, I get the reference.
Or Mountain Dew Code Reds, if you will. There hasn't always been a bunch of those. I don't think we're gonna see someone as bad as any of those guys for a long time. But sometimes they just kind of get carried away. They kind of act like how you would in a mainstream fandom and not just a personal passion project for a person who happens to be on their own. And I can't always say that, like, I can't always tell them to stop doing that because I just get kind of anxious doing it. I don't want to be a really controlling person. And I don't think I am. I think I'm pretty lenient, actually.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to put my foot down, and sometimes I can't really do that on my own because I just don't have the place to. Because maybe, like, hey, maybe I just can't because it's just not against the rules or whatever. But sometimes I do get uncomfortable. It's kind of weird to see our characters in the light that some people kind of make them.
Yeah.
And it's something I've just kind of had to learn to, like, deal with. But it doesn't stop it from making me feel kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah.
So, final conclusion. I can't deny the fact that, well, the Dagamon Discord may just be, like, very sometimes, or even most of the time. I can't deny how much good it's done. It's done good things, and I don't think any amount of bad people will ever take that away. I don't think any amount of bad people will take away, like, the friendships and stuff that's come from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
And we're not even halfway through.
Oh God. Alright, so what's next?
Yay! Question.
Ignore the one I
time.
striked out through. We asked it previously, so.
Oh yeah.
Let's
I just
go.
put in every question that wasn't just saying explicitly be our guest. Because I was too lazy to see if there was any that were basically the same fucking question. I was just looking for those 3 words, and if I saw a message that had just those 3 words, I was banning it, unless it was from Yaz, because Yaz is cool. I like Yaz.
Alright, thanks Yaz for doing this.
Thanks, Yaz, for being cool and wanting to kill me.
We stand Yaz.
Stan Yaz.
Sadly, this audio will probably be cut out. But
Aw.
yes, we should go. No, as soon as we're done here, we should just go to our Stan channel and be like, Stan
Yeah.
Yaz.
Alright, next question.
I will go. Bing, Bing. What inspired you to make this Ronpa from user I go by?
Eat.
I eat kids?
No, eat.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's someone who follows me that's named I Eat Kids. And if you're watching this, shout out to you, because the first time I read your username, I had to sit for a minute. Alright, so what inspired me? I remember I read Lazy Rampa since, like, the day it came out. One of my old friends who I don't talk to anymore kind of brought it up to me, like, hey, you should see this little thing. And I kind of followed it because I thought it was cool. And I've been following it since. But I had an idea to make a Rampa, but I didn't exactly think I was going to act on it. However, then Dangan Crossing was released, and that was, like, the first Rampa I was, like, really into. Because I was into Lazy Rampa, but definitely not. But still, Lazy Town was not one of my big interests. Dangan Crossing and Animal Crossing was, however. So, of course, I kind of got into that. And that's kind of what pushed me over the edge to be like, hey, I'm going to make this Rampa. After a bunch of drafts, I eventually decided I was going to make Danganmon. And then, here's a fun little fact. There exists a Poke Rampa before mine, and I actually asked them for permission about a week before Danganmon started. I never got a response, probably because the person had logged out of the account. So, in theory, if I just went with my gut and didn't bother to ask, Danganmon could have been a week older. So that's your fun fact.
Kind of similar in that. There was, like, another, like, total drama Rampa or something. It was literally just called that, and that's what I was originally going to call that mine. But because someone already named it, we got to change the name. And we waited, like, a week or 2 to actually start it, because we were like, if the other one doesn't release anything, maybe people will be like, "Oh, original content," and then that one never ended up getting updated. I think it's only at 5 posts still. Anyways.
Yeah, the same thing happened with mine. I don't remember what. There actually was 2 Pokerampas before mine. One of them was just called Pokerampa. I think it was made by someone I know in like the server. The second one was called Pokemon_Rampa, but the account eventually got deleted for some reason. I didn't bother to ask that one since by the time I asked the original, it was already deleted. So, meh. But I do know. I don't think I should have. This is gonna be like a reverse interview. But what do you guys think about like people who make Rampas off of the same series as you? Just like a question in general.
For all of us? Or just
For you guys. The tables have turned.
Whoa.
Tables have turned. I mean, there's like 2 other Cuphead Ronpas before I started, not gonna lie. All of their posts were like from January, both of them, and it was just like introductions. And there was no story, so I just went, oh well, whatever, guess I'll do it anyways. And I don't think they even started yet. So,
Followed one at one point, but
yeah.
it never got anywhere, I don't think.
No, I don't think it ever went anywhere. So yeah, I'm pretty much just vibing on my own. Okay.
And the cat.
I'm in a similar situation. There were a couple before mine, but they never really got anywhere. Kind of just stopped a bit in the prologue. And I was like, yo, cool. And there's this one on YouTube now. I think it's called TD Havoc. I'm not sure. It's pretty well made.
Hmm.
Mine is just Danganronpa.
It is the Danganronpa.
It is the Danganronpa with 66 characters.
Oh.
Alright.
For me, the only other like Fire Emblem Ronpa that I know of is Toshi's.
Yes.
And even then, I didn't know that one existed until like 3 weeks after I made the account, because Achilles went and followed a bunch of Ronpas, and I saw that one in the feed, and I was like, oh, cool, there's another one.
Yeah, Toshi created it like around the same time I created my story.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. And then a project that literally just released, or I say released, a project that I officially started asking people to help me with today. It's Skylanders Ronpa. The joke from last episode that I'm actually following through on.
Art.
Yes.
Art.
Considering that Skylanders has been dead for I think well over 5 years now, I highly doubt there are any other Skylanders Ronpas, but I don't know if there are. Please tell me, because I don't want to steal everything that they're doing, but honestly, I don't think that that's a thing that exists yet.
Oh, interesting.
It will soon.
I guess like other than like my main Rompa, there's also like a Poke Rompa I'm working on, which is I've already revealed like 2 of the characters, but just not their names, etc., etc. Other than that, there's also Zodiac Rompa, which I checked and there wasn't any so far, but I don't know. That's probably like the last project the last Rompa I have in mind I'm gonna be working on, unless I'll do like a season 2 of the. All right. This question is from Dankin Interchaos, which is, what's the hardest part about running this Rompa?
Oh, those are one. Sorry.
Okay. Personally, I'm gonna say it's balancing the Rampa with like your other lives. Because admittedly, I have been neglecting school life in favor of working on the Rampa. Do not do that. Don't be like me. I am not a good role model. Because you really want to focus on your like school and work life and also your personal life. But you also don't want to like neglect the Rampa, because I know you don't want to neglect the Rampa. And it's just, you have to find that balance, and it's really hard to find that balance. Because sometimes you just want to work on the Rampa, and sometimes you just don't want to touch it. And also, just getting motivation to just do the simplest stuff can be really hard. When you're in a really slow part of the story, it can be hard to find the motivation to post because you're not just getting all that exciting action in. But you have to go through that slow part before you can go to the really fast and fun parts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your wisdom.
Wise wisdom, I say.
The wise words of Bingo.
Of Bingo, and Bingo was their name-o.
Bingo.
B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was their
Bingo.
name-o.
Gets me every time.
Perfect.
It's
I love how your
hilarious.
cat just keeps randomly meowing.
It's a perfect harmony there.
Okay, Bing, Bing, Bing. So this one is from Soup Girl Draws. Your favorite character moment in your fangan or other fangans?
I don't have another one besides this that is like finished, but I'll just focus on this one. My favorite character moment. There's a bug on my. No, it's just my hair. Never mind. There's a lot of moments that just kind of feel good to me. I had like a list of ones from each of my chapter that were my favorite. I really like the chapter 4 confession scene. That one just kind of hurt my heart.
Aww.
Another one that hurt my heart was the chapter 2 thing with the I don't want to die, That one hurt a lot. What else? The entire chapter 6 trial. Especially the dramatic part in the middle where someone gets accused. That part was fun because I love misleading people.
Everybody got confused.
Good. And I think those would be my moments that I can name off the top of my head. There's just been a lot and I can't really remember.
Alrighty.
You mentioned chapter 6 trial, and now I'm just thinking about Zorro again, and now I'm going to put on my dark eye makeup and listen to My Chemical Romance while I take a shower.
When I was a young
boy. My
No.
father took me to see the city.
My friend Yuki actually drew Welcome to the Black Parade Faust before.
Wait,
Oh my God.
send that to us after this, please. I need to see that.
To see the Black Parade.
Yeah, she actually got an honorable mention. So Yuki, if you're hearing this, congratulations. I really like your artwork.
Dope. Anyway.
That was so loud in my freaking my right ear. Oh my god.
Good.
Like a moment of silence
That's
and
what I
I
wanted to do.
go.
We get copyrighted for MCR songs.
No.
No.
Fair use.
Okay,
fair
we can
use.
go. And I was a young boy. Bing but meows.
Bing. Oh fuck.
Anyways,
Meow.
Greg, do you want to ask the next question?
Sure, I'll ask the next
Don't lay
question.
down on my phone.
Keeping it warm.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Next, Tiki. Next question. What's your favorite Pokemon that is not in your Rompa?
Okay, give me a second for this one. That's not in the Rampa. This one's a tough choice. Because I have a lot of Pokemon I love a lot and would kill for. But I think if I had to pick, I think looking at what I have here, might be like, I have a few. I think Whimsicott would probably be up there. Thanks to Blake, Tapu Lele would also be up there. Cresselia also. I really like Cresselia. Unfortunately, I don't think I could ever put her into Diamondmon reasonably.
Sad.
I also, I'm not sure if this qualifies, but I also like Kling Klang. But also technically, He's in the story. And Hogsworth. Yes. I just have a lot I like, so hold on. Let me just send something into the funny chat real quick. That will just show you all of my favorites that I just adore. And if you ask me about, I will never shut up about them. But that's my answer. If you want a full answer,
Oh dear fucking god.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can't find the server on my
why?
phone.
Halucha. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry.
Oh
love
my
them.
gosh.
Halucha.
There's so many.
Halucha.
My lord.
Oh my god. Ladia! Sorry.
Oh, yo, Haunch Crow. Hell yeah.
Volcarona.
You have Meowstick. and
Is that
that's good.
Dwebble?
I love how you guys
Dwebble?
are fangirling over my Pokemon choices.
I'll probably put this image up on screen if you're okay with that being. That way everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for Dwebble.
Dwebble's really cute. Someone I didn't like actually kind of was a fan of Dwebble, so that kind of like dwindled my opinion on it. But I kind of bounced back because Dwebble's just cute.
Is that a gnome?
A gnome?
A
You mean-
gnome. I don't know.
Gnome.
Do you mean
Unknown?
Myth-
Isn't that the name of the Pokemon? The
Yeah,
blue one?
unknown.
Unknown.
Unknown, whatever it
Unknown.
is.
I love Unknown. I
The
love
Wolves.
the movie with Unknown.
Oh my god, catch me crying over Volcarona again. Fuck. Okay, carry on.
Oh my god, Skulk Tank. I love
Okay,
Thank
it.
I'm
Gnome,
gonna
it's
ask the next
Friday.
question. We can look over that image later.
Okay.
Please,
this
someone
one
take
is
this image
from-
away from me. I have a bias.
I will start barking like any member of the
Grr,
Pokemon
woof,
server.
bark.
Stop barking.
Woof.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Next
it's
question.
Tofu Damaru.
Next question
Okay.
from Dom Dynamic 23. Do you have any of your own VA headcanons for the characters?
Yes, I do. Let me open up my notes real quick.
Oh my god.
Now we both have notes.
No, I have a lot of notes when it comes to this stuff. I only have a few. So Kami, has anyone here watched Project SNT before?
Project
No?
SNT, I think
Has anyone
I have.
watched Glitch Tale
I-
before?
Yes,
Glitch
yes.
yes.
SNT.
Do you know Betty's
Glitch Tale.
voice? You know her voice
Who?
actor?
Who's
Like,
voice
the
actor?
pink one? Her name's
Who?
Betty, right?
Yeah,
Betty.
Betty.
Yeah, the same voice actor. That's them.
That's
do you
who?
know his Tails, specifically his Sonic Heroes version? Roxanne would be Kyoko Kirigiri.
Oh my
Of
god.
course.
Lily would probably be the English version of Kanade Otono Konji, before Chapter 3 happens.
Mhm.
Fry would also be Yuki Maeda from the English dub version. Sapphire would be Maki Harukawa. Someone said Apollo John Mulaney. I haven't been able to unhear it since, so Apollo is John Mulaney.
I like that.
And there's this one
There's
I've been
a horse
about.
in a hospital.
And there's this one I've been really on the fence about, and that's Cirillo as Wheatley, I think from Portal, the little blue guy.
Oh,
I love Wheatley, yo!
Yeah, I love Wheatley too. But I've been really on the fence about it because there aren't a lot of voices that fit Cirillo that just work because anyone with a big French accent either is too old or too young.
Or
They're
they're a
either-
candle.
Yeah, like a candle or like some sort of 9-year-old French kid. None of them really work for Cirillo, so I kind of had to just go for the next best thing. And those are my voice headcanons so far. So if you have any, drop them below because I'm always interested to hear what you think. And yeah, those are what I have so far.
Nice.
Probably gonna edit this out, but Cyrus is Gilbert Gottfried.
All right.
Don't know who Gilbert Gottfried is. I will send you a video of him telling his terrible stand-up.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Great. What's next?
Next question.
Oh, God.
What was your favorite thing a fan has said to you from Instaronpa SC? Sorry.
Wait, what?
What was your favorite thing a fan has said to you from Rompa?
I'm not sure what that last part is, but I'm just gonna assume that's like, what's a favorite thing that a fan has said to me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Okay, there's a lot because, let me think for a minute. Oh, it was after Chapter 6 trial. A lot of people said that, like, they often said some stuff like, how it just felt more well written than the canon Danganronpa game, and that just made me really happy. Is it true? I don't know.
Which
But a lot
which
of people
chapter?
6.
after Chapter 6,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and they're all like, "Oh, this is like so well written. It's better than the canon games." And even though that's like putting me on a bit of a pedestal there, I'm really happy about it because it just makes me happy.
They aren't wrong. It was really well written. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
The build up was great.
I'm so sad.
And my
All
reaction.
of Danganron's well written.
Period.
All right, what's next?
Good question. I'll
I
take this
can
next
go.
one.
Oh,
No.
okay. You can
Uh-oh.
go. It's okay.
I'm sorry, Jack. That sounded really mean. Okay. I'll let you take the next one though.
Okay.
Why does Funny Candleman share a birthday with you? Also, what started the Be Our Guest joke? That is from It's
Yay!
Him.
I was actually hoping I'd get this question. Okay, so the first part, why does he share a birthday with me? So there are two reasons for that. Number one, he's my favorite and I'm biased. Number two, there aren't a
You're a
lot of
canon.
characters who actually have my birthday, and that makes me sad. And especially if there's not a lot of characters I actually like / know. I know there's this one character from She-Ra. That's it. And also there's another character from. I'm not sure if I can. Is anyone here uncomfortable by like ensemble stars?
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
There's this blue guy and he shares my birthday. And that's about it. And that kind of made me sad that there's not a lot of characters on my birthday, so I kind of just gave it to Cirillo. And as for the funny candle jokes, we're gonna need to go into some Danganron lore.
Oh.
Feel free.
You opened up a Pandora's box, you will never be able to close it. Ahem. So when I first made Cirillo's character back in late October, early November, I didn't have much of I had a husk, simply an idea. I wanted to make a Chandelure person, and I wasn't sure where to go with his character. Around that time, my mom had me rewatch Beauty and the Beast, specifically the live action version, since she kind of doesn't have the old one for some reason. But I digress. It had the funny Candleman in it, and immediately I was like, hold on a minute. This guy's a candle, right? You know who else is a candle? That's right. So I kind of began to sort of be inspired by him, if you want to call it that. And that's kind of where his character sort of spouted from. As for where the jokes began, my good pal, buddy, chum pal, friend, buddy, home slice, red slice, Laser, who you may know, and Laser's great. They actually brought out the fact that like the characters were similar, and this was in the old Danganron server a really long time ago. And that was kind of when people began to notice, like, oh my god, they actually really are the same. Fast forward, new Danganron server, the jokes actually started like a few months ago, really. Someone brought it up again. It got brought up again, and this time people realized, hey, Bing, you really like Cirillo, right? So much so they kin him, right? Does that mean you kin the candle guy? And now people just saying be our guest to get me to get me quote unquote upset. But little do they know what makes me stronger. My brother used to play it all the time for me back when I watched it a while ago. So I'm only getting stronger.
This sounds
And that's your
menacing.
lore for today.
Woo.
That was a lot.
I was about to say something, but I completely forgot. My brain flew out of my head. Anyway. Ooh, lore.
Yay!
Lore.
Yay. I can ask the next one, I guess.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. This is not Danganron related, but yeah. If you could be friends with one character from Super Danganronpa, another two, that's a long name, Jesus. Who would it be and why?
All right. Okay. Yay! I actually know this. I'm biased, so it'd either have to be Nikkei or Yamiuri, because he's probably like, no, he's actually my second favorite, but I do kin him. He's my number one. He's like my number two kin next to Sumugi, of course. I also kind of want to say Iroha because she's my number one favorite. And honestly, the whole cast is great. I like them all. So, but those two would probably be my favorites. If we're talking about another two, that is not Danganronpa 2.
They had an A in the question, so I'm assuming they meant another.
Yeah, another two. Yeah, those would be Nikkei and Iroha. Final answer.
Fair. Paulo?
All right. Oh, my phone just froze. Okay, no, I was looking at shit. Fuck.
Take your time.
Okay. Oh god, there's like a teacher calling me in the middle of class, and I don't know where we are. Okay, I found it. Does Bing have any tips for writing a rompa script / dialogue from bubble dot underscore dot Bree?
Okay, so number one, I don't write a script per se. I have just a bunch of key events I need to hit, but the way I get to them is fluid. So if you want tips to write a script, do not ask me. I can never finish scripts. However, as for writing dialogue and stuff, when you want to write dialogue, you want to study things like TV shows and movies, and also just other games in general that write dialogue. You want to hear how people sound, and you want to know how they talk. You want to find a character that just kind of speaks similarly to your own character, so you can just kind of figure out the flow from there. Because sometimes, like, people pause in the middle of their words and just kind of goes pretty slow, but sometimes they're also really fast talking, and you need to be able to show that. And contrary to popular belief, you want to actually read some books and kind of figure out how you sort of react. Like, when you see a comma, do you, like, pause in the middle? Is that something that you want to show within the dialogue? And another thing, you can ignore most grammatical rules, like what your English teachers taught you about writing. You can ignore some of that stuff. Like, you can start sentences with conjunctions. You can kind of like have run-on sentences if you need to, but like you don't want a bunch of those. Overdo ellipses. Maybe don't do that. But like if you need to show, hi Jet.
Hey Jet.
Hello.
Hello, Mario.
Ellipses, you can use ellipses a lot. That's how I sort of show like slow talking. But that's kind of my advice for dialogue. If you want...
Jeez. Meow.
But if you want script advice, ask literally anyone but me, because I just always get demotivated writing scripts. I don't want to say you don't need one, because that's probably bad advice. So just ask someone else.
Or listen to the other episodes of the podcast where we actually interview. We're smart.
Okay, let's go. I missed asking a question. Whoops.
Yeah, you can ask the next one.
Bing, do you have a favorite execution? I'm guessing of Danganron. I don't know.
Assuming this is just exclusively in Danganron, a lot of my executions I feel are pretty confusing, which kind of makes me sad. But if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick the Bombshell Diner, or Over the Gyarados, or Goodbye Grand Marshal. One of those three.
Oh.
Those are like the three most emotional executions, I just realized.
Yeah.
Begin sobbing.
What about favorite execution that you didn't make, like from another fangame?
Okay, give me a minute. Assuming we're gonna limit down to just Ranpas in general.
Yeah.
Because if we're not doing that, it'd have to be I think it's Red Shoes from Rebirth. That one's I like that one a lot. But if we're doing just Rampas in general, I really like it was Dale, right? Chapter 4, Rampa and Friends.
Yes.
I really liked his. His was cool.
Kill the small
Begins
child.
sobbing.
Yeah,
Kill the
I
small
like
children.
Dale's. Because a lot of
Dale.
times I have bad memory when it comes to executions. Oh, I forgot one. I forgot what it's called, but the last execution of Lazy Rampa. That one's also up there.
Oh yeah.
That one's
Those are my
thanks,
two
great.
favorites. Alright, what's next?
I want to take this one. How does it feel being so close to an ending for the main story?
It's bittersweet. I've said this before in a story, but I'll elaborate. It's bittersweet. It's great to see the story I worked so hard on finally come to an end and have an ending that just feels satisfactory to me. But it's also kind of sad because I've been so used to working on this project, and all of a sudden I'm just not going to have anything to work on about it anymore. For the main story, that is. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time I'm glad that it's getting over with, because it's been a lot. It's been an adventure.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I hope people like the ending, but no guarantees.
But I think they
I'm
will.
gonna cry at the ending. Just fucking watch.
Won't you be losing your bet if you do that?
Yep.
Year of Nitro.
it.
Year of Nitro.
Okay. Anyways, next question. Oh fuck! I spoke too fast. Water.
Ooh, can I go with this one?
Yes.
This one was fun. Bing
Mhm.
Bing, what can you tell us about the extended epilogue?
People will die.
Oh,
Nice.
Wonder.
Uh-oh.
Wonder.
Okay, but seriously, this one, it's not going to be your traditional Rampa. I really wanted to have something a bit more free and out there, something a bit more fun. If you're gonna be sad about losing the Danganronpa cast, don't be. I promise you'll see them again, but things may have changed. I'll say that.
Good gracious. Okay.
I hope that
Uh-oh.
people will enjoy it, but no guarantees. I'll be able to flesh out the characters a bit better since I guess this is a spoiler, but they won't have their memories erased or whatever.
Man,
Oops.
I hope
I
that
just
people
want to see
enjoy it,
Cogsworth.
but yeah,
Cogsworth.
Cogsworth.
Pogsworth.
Cogs.
This next question I want Apollo to ask. If you're done with
Oh
previous one.
no.
Oh god. Wait, me? Okay, sorry, I was Alright, how do you feel knowing that people kin your character?
Honestly, I'm fine with it. Really, I don't have an opinion on it because did you know I do that too? I kin my own hair. I'm sure you guys know. I don't mind it at all. Although it feels kind of nice because people just relate to your characters to that level. I think that's a cool feeling to have. As long as people aren't like claiming they're like the IRL one or being extremely anti-doubles, I don't really care. If you are, then I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. Please. No kin drama.
Please, no kin drama. Just have fun. Kinning is like for comfort and stuff.
Yeah.
Gregg, you haven't asked one.
I
In a
haven't.
bit.
I read the next question wrong, but it's okay. What would? Oh, I think I already know this one, or you mentioned in the Instaronpa server. I think I don't know, but my phone
Probably.
just vibrated. What would have happened if Cammy intervened with Sam and Faust back in like chapter 4?
Alright. Chapter 4, Sam wouldn't have exposed himself as being the sole killer, and both of them would have had a double execution. Would not have been nice at all. Chapter 5, Sentry would have been killed by Stella after he refused her offer of a double killing or something. She would have been shoved in an oven and that would not have been nice.
Oh man.
Other than that, nothing would really change other than the fact I'd be very disappointed in you guys.
The bad ending.
Also the Faust copy pasta would have never existed.
Oh, that is true.
True.
I think we got the
actual
good
bad
ending.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
Genuinely, you guys actually picked the good ending.
I think we got Uwacha-cha.
Oh,
But you still have one more big choice to make.
oh, that's
Uh-oh.
comforting. That's very comforting.
Anyway, what's next?
We have like a few questions left, so we're almost
Yeah.
there.
There's one question left for each of us. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. That was weird. My brain blanked out. Bing Bing, how do you feel knowing over thousands of people are this invested in your characters?
Makes me want to cry sometimes because I'm not. I remember when I first wrote my original fangin, I was awful and really bad, but has a lot of funny out of context quotes. I remember only like 5 people ever saw it, but now over 3,000 people have seen this story and are actively at least 1,000 are actively invested in it. And it's really just nice knowing that I've been able to make people happy.
Oh,
And that's just kind of what I want to do. I want to entertain people.
Hell yeah.
Valid.
That's noble.
I know. But I also like to make them cry.
no. Yeah.
We know.
We
We know. We know.
Nikki, do you want to ask the next one because you're the one who wrote it?
Yes, because I'm the one who wrote 90% of these questions. How does all of the shipping of your characters make you feel?
Funny, because I really like seeing how creative people can get with what they ship, because I myself really do like having creative shipping. But sometimes they get too creative, and they make something that should never exist. And that's a shout out to the times that Sapphire's been shipped with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 different guys on separate occasions.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, I like seeing people get creative with ships.
As
But
long as
sometimes I
they
need to step
stay
in
relevant
and
to
be
the
like,
character.
hey, this wouldn't work out. And honestly, sometimes I like to laugh at certain shippers because I know they don't get a happy ending.
Oh. Poison ivy.
you know, yeah.
Please, I lost my mind whenever I saw people talk about it, knowing exactly what happened. And there's another one which I love to make fun of the fans for, but that's only because they have an absolute huge storm coming. I refuse to elaborate on who that may be, but judging by the fact that the first part said they like to make fun of them, you might know. You might. Anyways,
Sci-fi fans, huh?
next question.
I feel like Apollo should ask the next one.
Oh, hey Bing, why do you hurt us so?
It's fun. It's a coping mechanism. I like bringing down despair on other people because I have a lot of it in my own life.
Fucking Kenny.
Okay, to be fair, I do kin Samugi, but opens my kin list real quick.
So sorry, I forgot. Hold on.
WD Gaster.
Okay.
Gaster Kinnies! Right,
Yes. Alright, fine. I guess we're just gonna kinspose myself. Crap, where's my kin list? Here it is.
Just kin scientists a lot. For some reason.
I think your cat also does.
In your kin list, but it's like countries of the world from Animaniacs.
Oh I have a lot of how do I say this? Some kins that probably scary kins. Let's see who we got on here. We have Samugi,
That's
obviously. Celestia is also here too. Nicky,
Yeah, Ludendorff.
Kokoro, Mimi's on here. Sue Miley.
Ooh.
W. Gaster. Larry from The Amazing World of Gumball. Benson from Regular Show. This isn't all of them, by the way. I'm just kind of skimming through.
I really got worried. I thought you were gonna say like Larry from VeggieTales.
I thought from SpongeBob.
And that's not.
Oh wait, yeah, Larry the Lobster.
Larry the
And
Lobster.
yeah. And also Ina too. But those are probably some of the more cursed ones. I obviously didn't include Tony on there.
Time is a tool. I don't fucking know the song aside from
Wear it on your wrist.
you wear it on your wrist.
Oh, what the hell, Nikki?
You
Why
sound
you have
like
that
a
voice?
whole ass Viking.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more question left.
I get to ask this one. How does it feel to have pretty terrible characters?
Oh man.
I don't know who wrote this, but all I'm gonna comment is afterwards I just wrote uh-oh.
Feels great. Alright, well that's the interview. Do you guys have any last minute questions or something? Or are we gonna end it here?
Do you actually cosplay since you are Samugi Kenny?
I do. I mean, a little bit. I used to have a Monomi cosplay, but that friend I talked about earlier that got me to Lazy Rampa, I gave it to her and she hasn't given it back yet.
No.
I also have a Maya cosplay right over here. Maya from the idol game that goes do do do. She's technically the only cosplay I have left.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it a lot. I also have a Stephanie Splits wig up there next to my Piplup.
Hell yeah.
But I technically don't have a Stephanie Splits cosplay.
Just the wig.
The wig.
Well, I guess if that's it, then that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Is that it?
I'm gonna do the outro real fast, and we'll be done. Diddly done.
Yeah.
Diddly done.
Diddly done.
So, Bing, thank you for being our guest today.
God damn.
Thank you for putting our interviewing to the test.
What the
And
Nicky.
yeah, I can't really go much more into that song, completely ruining it. So that's gonna just be it. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to ring that bell and hit that subscribe button.
You had to chill because I didn't want to because I feel bad. Goodbye, everybody.
Adios.